Hello everyone and welcome to a very exciting little video here I'm putting together for a game that's very early in its development. This game is called One Lonely Outpost. It's being called Stardew Valley in Space, or Stardew Valley Meets the Martian. The developers have invited anyone and everyone into their Discord to try this playtest. They've indicated that this playtest will be 4% of what they intend the final game to contain, and they are trying to get the word out on this title before they launch their Kickstarter shortly here. So I'm planning on following this game throughout its development. I'll try and cover the Kickstarter extensively, and yeah, I'm just really excited to build a relationship with what is looking to be a really cool title that's right up my alley. So let's give it a whirl. It is running in full screen. You've left the planets covered in cities to travel across the stars away from civilization alone. To start not just a new life, but a new colony by building a farm. On a planet with no life. Welcome to One Lonely Outpost. Alright, so it looks like we have spawned in the middle of a dust storm. The controls are WASD for movement. Just got the controls up here that they've given us. We are space to use selected object, which is using the scroll wheel on your toolbar, similar to Stardew Valley. You'll be familiar with that for sure. Q, holding it, uses your Omni tool for tilling the soil. And we'll see in the bottom right corner here that we've got a battery icon indicating our energy. We're just trying to till away a little bit of soil here. Top right corner, we'll notice it's the first of spring in the first year. So we'll have our days, our seasons, and our time. Okay, and now holding our Omni tool is not doing anything. So perhaps our Omni tool has run out of power somehow. So we have a delivery. Okay, so this is kind of like our... Not sure if we receive items here or we send them. So this is our sales bin. Oh, what is this? Beep boop. This is QWERTY, our buddy. Continue. Doesn't have anything to say just yet. Got some water there, kind of cool. I know that they have indicated that they are working on the shader that they're planning to use along with the water, but actually I do like the look of the water already. Looks like a mining node, so you pick that up. Not sure what that is, but... quartz. Common quartz useful as a source of silicon and decorations used in crafting. Cool. Oh, we can actually just, when we're in our inventory, we can click through for the information about the item. So fertilizer required to bring life to the barren sands of this planet. We have squash seeds, carrot seeds, and potato seeds. Perfect. These little mushrooms you can also harvest. These are... Oh, not mushrooms. They're copper nodes. Interesting. Oxidizes to a green color over time. Cool. So we'll go and mine all this and figure out what we need to do with it after. Oh, missed it. A little square, the way they have in Stardew, that kind of indicates where you're currently aiming your Omni tool would be helpful for sure. What's this? Ooh. This is amberite. Unlike real amber, it appears to have a synthetic structure used in crafting. These little stones don't seem to have any function. Oh, some more quartz. Definitely burning up all my energy, and it's also getting late. Amberite. Oh, didn't pick it up. Okay, now I'm in the orange for energy. We'll see if there's any kind of negative effect to running your energy dry. So items do slowly magnetize their way to you, increasingly the closer you are. Oh, well, there you go. I don't know whether that was because the day ended or my energy bar was empty, but it brought me back to my ship immediately. So total income for that day, 0, but I did get several minerals. So it's now the 2nd of spring. So I've got a lander storage. Oh, okay. Keep in mind, no indicator that you are going to sleep. I just burned the 2nd of spring. Whoops. Your computer delivers on. Oh, it's a play on Amazon. I like that. That's quite clever. Beet seeds, corn seeds, onion, potato, rice, strawberry, tomato, iron, gold, furnace, fertilizer, copper, wheat, sunflower, squash, red pepper, bell pepper, garlic seeds, and carrot seeds. So yeah, a ton of different crops in the game already. Fantastic. Doesn't appear to have anything to do with the front of the ship. The back, we've got open locker, what looks kind of like a little workbench of sorts. Exiting the ship there. Okay, so I might actually see if I can throw... So space to use selected item. Okay, so it looks like you have to till and then water. I was kind of expecting to have to use the fertilizer, because it says that required to bring life to the barren sands of this planet. But maybe I'll just plant potato. Yeah, there we go. Kind of shivering in the wind. I'm gonna make sure that they're all watered now. I'd like to see a different sound for the Omni tool depending on whether it's tilling or watering. Oh, there is slightly. And it doesn't look like you can till this rocky stuff. Okay. Interesting. Water that, so now I have some crops going there. Do you have anything to say just yet? Nope, beep boop. Well, all right. So we also have calendar, a map function, both global and local. Weather reports, a map legend eventually. Equipment, relationships, emails, crafting. So this actually gives you a few starting crafting recipes. So rather than buying the furnace for 1,500 space bucks, I should say, we can construct it with is that malorium? Malorium, copper ingot, rocks, and steel bars. The only thing is I don't know how to get those without having the furnace in the first place. We can also craft a pump, pipes, and sprinklers. Very cool. So let's do a little exploring, since it's only 1 o'clock. So we have this kind of star-looking material. This is Trinity? How would you pronounce that? Trinity. A teal 3-sided crystal with strange properties used in crafting. It almost looks like Tiberium from, like a turquoise Tiberium from Command & Conquer. Oh, missed that. Missed it again. My goodness. Yeah, I guess you gotta hear that mining sound. This is a big rock. Nothing you can do about that. Oh, looks like these actually impede your movement. What do we got here? Like a ruby or something? This is... oh, malorium. Casts an eerie red glow and is useful for generating heat used in crafting. Cool, so that's an ingredient we need for the furnace. So sometimes I'm getting 1, sometimes I'm getting 2. Or was I getting 2 every time? I don't think I was getting 2 every time. What's this going to be? This is going to be gold. You'd be a fool not to pick up this gold used in crafting. Perfect. Well, let's not be a fool then. Pick that up. I'm losing energy fast here. It's also getting quite late. This time I won't run myself out of energy completely. I want to see at what point in the day it actually forces you back to your ship. Okay, so I'm not going to move now. Okay, so 7:40, your flashlight is enabled. We're now 8 o'clock. I don't think energy drains if you're not moving. Okay, we're just going to wait this out and see what happens. It is going to be very difficult for me to tell whether I am sent back to my ship due to a end of day or my energy bar running out, because it's so slight that I can't tell right now if it's actually draining just standing still. Okay, we're now 10:30. $11 So I'm fairly convinced energy does not drain while you're standing still. Coming up on midnight here. Every 10 minutes is about 3 seconds by my count, at least at the moment. Which does make for a very quick day. Okay, we're 1 a.m. now, which is technically the 4th of spring at this point because we've rolled over midnight. Although, I guess Stardew Valley didn't really treat it that way either. It was 2 a.m. that the day ended. Okay, we're now past 2 o'clock. We're now past 3 o'clock. It's possible that there isn't actually a time trigger that forces you back to the ship. But I feel like if I even take a step, my energy bar is going to run out. Yeah, it's starting to brighten back up. Oh, okay, 5 a.m. All right, so that's not bad that it gives you till 5 a.m. before the day actually ends itself. Oh, it proceeds to the next day. You have no energy. Oh, yikes. Okay. So that's... Oh, my energy reset. Okay, so that actually gives you an hour jump start on the day. Very interesting. Ooh, what's this? We've got hex shard. Purple hex shards grow in strange interconnecting patterns used in crafting. Very cool. I think this is another mineral. Ah, iron. Perfect. So now I've seen iron, gold, copper, and a couple other miscellaneous minerals. Well, let's go see if our plants are progressing at all. I can't quite tell, but we do want to water them. All right, let's go this way this time, and we can see if our... Oh, almost looked like our energy went up there for a second. Okay, so energy is not spent purely walking around, I don't think. If it is, it's a very small amount. Okay, more of this weird interconnected hex shard. Tons of quartz in this area. Let's continue. Ooh, that's a new item. What's this gonna be? Somnorite, a strange substance somewhere between metal and crystal. Cool. Okay. Okay, there appears to be the end of the map. Ooh, those are some really big shards, and you can actually mine them. Holy crap. Blue crystal shards, a hard substance made largely of shiny. I feel like something like this should take a lot longer to mine. I think it has roughly the same mining time as any of the other minerals. There's a lot of it too. There's a little bit of a kind of a screen tearing wobble during movement. I'm not sure if that's a side effect of me running the game in full screen or not. But something worth mentioning. What was this again? This is more of this stuff, right? Malorium. Cool. Speaking of which, how close am I to getting now the crafting? So I need to make bars and ingots. There is actually a rock material. So how do I actually mine the rock? Interesting. Also, this is probably more iron, right? Yes. Oh, a little bit of a blocker at this particular path here. Doesn't look like I can get through there. Maybe it's this? Nope. So that's a bit of a path blocker. There's actually path blocker on both those. Can't go through it, gotta go around it. Coming up on 8 o'clock again here. I think I might actually go back to my ship and sleep in my bed of my own accord. I might actually be lost. Yes, I'm feeling fairly lost at this point. Until a mini-map. Oh, well, look at that. You just keep walking around and eventually you'll be fine. A tiny little arrow indicator that just kind of roughly and like very low opacity arrow that indicates where your ship is until the mini-map or the world local map is online would be my feedback on that. I wonder what you're going to be getting in that. Let's experiment. So control click, alt click, shift click. There doesn't appear to be any way to split stacks. Let's see if the playtest info has that. Open inventory, read emails, left mouse. Let's ask. All right. Cool. Okay. While I'm waiting on that, what we can do as a kind of workaround. Oh, I didn't get my energy back when I slept. Oh, some sort of midday event. Our potatoes are growing also. That's good. QWERTY. Cool. I like the artwork there. Mournful electronic wail. Huh? Oh. Frantically try to fix QWERTY or jolt him back into action. It doesn't work. QWERTY remains unresponsive. Pick him up. Just tuck him back into the ship. He'll be fine. Help fix QWERTY. I'll find a way to fix you, don't worry. I'll find a way to fix you, don't worry. Sell for parts. Brutal. Okay. What we'll do is we'll toss all of this into storage, and we'll go and we'll get one of everything to see what our trade values are like and what kind of things we can be mining to sell. While we're at it, so some kind of real-time live feedback here. Energy bar doesn't reset until you use the Omni tool for the first time that day. Okay. Okay, so let's try and just pick up one. We'll go to sell to try to determine what 1 copper sells for. Oh, I accidentally picked up 2. Okay, well, we'll just split that in half. And that was something. I can't remember. Okay, let's grab one of these. There appears to be 2 there. Any way that I can get those separated? No. Oh, separating a little bit. Separating a little bit. Good. One of those shards. Already got one of those, I think. That was what the copper was. Don't think there's any gold left here. We'll get one of these hex shards. Looks like there's just the one. Cool. Get quartz to throw in there too. Just get the one. Cool. One of those, one of those. You know what? I'm actually going to try and get just one of those. I really want these just to be single stacks so I can determine exact values in case there's some sort of multiplier difference. I don't know if that's even a thing, but hey. That was this guy. Okay, just going to try and get one of them. Perfect. Alrighty then. What else can I get to determine values? Ah, this huge frickin' thing. Okay, it's gonna be kind of tricky to get it separated. It's got it. Boom. Is there anything to do in the water itself? I don't think so. Where did I go? Where did I go? Gotta plot out the landmarks. There we go. Alright, so I think I'm going to call it there to see the values of these 6 items. We'll see if it breaks them down and what the values are. Perfect. So blue crystal shards, quartz, and trinity. Trinity are decent. Might actually take a little screenshot of that. Cool, so I have some values there. Oh, looks like we've got some email as well. There's a little email indicator, so check here. So the government, electrical engineer, greetings colonists, you are receiving this message to inform you of the impending arrival of a new colonist who shall fulfill the requirement of electrical engineer for the colony. Aaron is certified macro and micro electrician and meets the basic colony need for such, along with an environmental engineer and sufficient food and or exports. This type of expert is required for a colony to be recognized as suitable for general habitation. Aaron is already in transit and shall arrive in a few days. Explorer Corp. Colony Environmental. Greetings, username error. As per legal code, blah, 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 governing the establishment of new colonies, a certified environmental engineer is being sent to planet name error in order to ensure the continued progress of your colony. Congratulations are in order, as this is one of your first steps in expanding your colony. Biography follows. Jim Bob holds a 2-year degree in environmental engineering and 2 certifications, but has extensive work history in the field and 114 published research papers in the field of environmental engineering. Interests include database retrieval error. Thank you for your cooperation. The United Governing Council of Interstellar Government, the UGCIG. Cool. Right on, right on. Okay, we got another dust storm. Once again, our energy bar did not reset. Are those ready to be... not quite ready, I guess? So once again, yeah, the energy bar didn't reset itself until I used the Omni tool for the first time that day. I'm guessing the potatoes will be done tomorrow. I really want to figure out how to remove that little stone, and the fact that I don't have the means of acquiring rock. Also used to harvest plants when ready. Press and hold. Oh, wait a minute. No, they are not ready to harvest just yet. You're actually using E, holding E, to harvest plants when they're ready, to insert, remove items from the furnace also. Okay. Are rocks just... No, don't see any rocks or how we're supposed to get rocks. In the crafting, it's not equipment crafting. Okay, we'll walk around a little bit more here. So that kind of looks a little bit different than the other rocks, but it's also not interactable, harvestable, omni tool able. Oh, there we go. What? I don't think that gave me anything. Oh, no, that's tilling. Also tilling. I see, so it's like not quite getting where I want it to go. What about this? Nope, not that. Whoa! That was weird. Where did it... Where did I get teleported to? Oh, what's this? This is... Ah, rocks. Cool. Okay. Ask and ye shall receive. Now I've got rocks. Is the furnace copper? Yes, copper and steel. Steel is an alloy, I think. There's probably something funny going on there. Or I wonder if actually the computer had steel to purchase. It's not uncommon for a planet to just not have the resource that you need to construct something, although a bit of a gameplay blocker, I suppose. I think that's more iron. Yes, it is. Pick up a bunch of iron while we're here. Not quite sure where here is. I must have accidentally stumbled upon a new area. Let's see if just walking back up this way will take us back. Or was it part of the dust storm? Oh no, I think that was it. Okay, my ship should be back up here. Yep. So let's check our computer. It's also late. Almost 10 o'clock here. So no, you can't buy steel. And I don't quite know what steel or what steel is made out of. No income today, womp womp. Oh, Jim Bob, the electrical engineer, and Alicia. I'm tired of being stuffed in a spaceship. I'm taking away your toolbox if you don't stop it right now. Fine, whatever. Okay, these are going to be my friends. Hello there, we're the new colonists. You might not have been expecting my little girl, but she follows me everywhere, and there's not a thing on any planet that she can't fix if she puts her mind to it. 2 more Earthlings on an alien planet. So have you seen UFOs yet? Alicia, don't bother him with that nonsense. I'm afraid not. You're boring. That's enough, sweetheart. Thanks for indulging her, but she should learn not to interrupt every conversation with aliens. I've got to set up our new habitat, but I'm sure we'll be seeing lots of each other. Right on, right on. Okay, let's water these. Perfect. Okay. Unless I'm just going to sell a bunch of stuff and buy the furnace, which is definitely an option. I mean, maybe these potatoes will end up being quite valuable. Maybe I should just expand. Let's really get into the farming. Oh, my Omni tool has stopped working again. That's interesting. Why would my Omni tool stop working? Okay. What were we saying? We were saying the red shards, the like really big crystals in the bottom left here, were fetching us a decent enough amount of money. Let's just mine all of this and sell it all for some bank. It's 30 gold a piece, is not bad at all for early game. I can't tell if this regenerated overnight. I'll need to check that out. Pretty easy to tell. I'll just come back here tomorrow, and if I don't see anything next to the water, there you go. A little bit of a delay before you can actually pick them up, and you really do have to run like right over them to pick up the resources. Oh! Ran myself right out of energy. I don't think it's possible to instant sell. I think the only way to sell is to throw it into the sell box and wait the day. That there. Get any other red shard that I might have gotten in storage already. Combine that with that. You do have quite a considerable size of inventory. On that note, I might actually drag everything over just so I have it all. Oh, what do we have here? Whoa, that's a cool little building. Okay. More music. I like it. Aaron. I'm glad I get to meet the founder. As much as Colony Company name would like to think otherwise, employee summaries just don't do it. I'm Aaron. I'd shake your hand, but not everyone is comfortable with that. Huh. Is that a COVID comment? Of course we're gonna shake hands. What do you mean? My gleaming metal hands. Most people see a cyborg coming from a mile off. Heck of a good excuse. Shake his hand. Nice to meet you, colonist. Alright. Don't know where that dude is, but pleased to meet you. Pleased to meet you. What's your name? Oh, is the Omni tool allowing me to till anymore? No. Weird. It's like there's a limit on farming. Because what is it? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. Exactly 17 slots. It's... And also, it doesn't make sense because I can till over here. Maybe because I accidentally tilled this area? Huh. Can I like revert the till and turn it back into just plain old soil? Grab some iron here. I think the Hex Shard also went for 25. So maybe we'll sell the Hex Shard for now until we determine what it's for. Ooh, lots of Hex Shard right here, although I think this is the little spot you can't actually get in. Yeah. Gotta go around. That's fine. Okay, we're not gonna run ourselves out of energy this time. Try and keep an eye on that. Probably just this one, and then we'll take it all back to the ship to sell. Starting to get an idea of where everything is. Of course, as I say that, I get lost again. There we go. Oh crud, forgot to water. That's gonna probably burn up the last of my energy. Oh, I'm out of fertilizer. That's why I can't till anymore. Fair enough. How does one craft fertilizer? Come on, don't run out of energy. Perfect, so watering actually uses very little energy, so that's good. I'm also going to sell all of these. This should be a nice little influx of money. Ah, you buy more on the computer. No organics on the planet, so you need to give your plants a little help. Brilliant. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. All right, how much income? Boom! There we go, enough money to buy a furnace, so let's do that. So yeah, blue crystal shards are definitely the ticket for money making early game, not hex shards. I must add my math wrong. Those are only worth 10 apiece. Okay, so fertilizer is only $1, so that seems like a no-brainer. Let's get 20, let's get 30 and really ramp up our station. We're also going to buy the furnace. Inventory. Oh. Oh, the potatoes are ready. Look. There we go. Yay. Okay, so iron makes steel in the furnace. So realistically, you need to buy a furnace to make a furnace. Yes, it appears as that is the case. I think you have to buy a furnace and use the material. Okay. I don't think I'm actually out of energy. I just don't think that it's actually reset yet. Okay, so I bought the furnace. Where is it? Have I mined what? Oh, no. I expected it to be in delivery. Right. When you order off of this computer, this is something to keep in mind. It probably even says this, to be honest. Delivers online on time by 6 a.m. next day or your money back. Okay, cool. So this stuff is on its way. So that makes sense. I'll just fast forward to the next day. And it should now be in my delivery box. There it is. Cool. So we're going to place the furnace and we'll grab fertilizer. There we go. Cool. Now, what material? I think I remember reading generating heat. So melorium is probably what you use. Recipe. All right. Expand our farm here a little bit. Plant some more interesting crops this time around. A particular spot seems to have a little bit of a texture cutaway. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Ooh, those are large plants. All right. And of course I didn't buy enough crops. Cool, that just means we can go buy a bunch more. Let's sell the potatoes and see what they sell for. And order up a bunch more crops to plant. We have another 20 fertilizer, so let's go ham on just a cheap crop. Rice is the cheapest. Maybe we'll just stick to potatoes. Let's go beets. Basically, take ourselves right down to broke, because the potatoes are going to cause a nice little influx of money anyway. There you go. 17 potatoes for almost 3,000 space bucks. We are swimming in it. Alrighty then. So, beets are here. Do another wave. Go. And another 4 spots. Let's just go back here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then water. Still figuring out how the furnace works. I don't know how long these take to grow, but we'll find out. I didn't really keep track of the potato time all that well because I think I missed a few days in there. Alright, so yeah, watering requires very little energy, so that makes me happy. We can expand our farm just a wee bit further. Just bought mine, haven't tried to use it yet. Okay. Okay. Let's see, that would buy another 5. Let's clear this spot because we've got fertilizer for it. So let's buy 6 more crops. Also tip, I don't know if you noticed, but if you open your inventory, it pauses the game. Similar to Stardew Valley. Okay. Okay, so let's grab 5 onion. 6 onion, rather. Cool. Sleep on that. No income, that's fine. We're aware of the pause. We've gone back and forth on whether or not to have it, and some bugs caused by cutscenes interrupting dialogues. Onions. Drop that down hotbar. Boop. Furnace should have its own inventory for processing. Brad can elaborate more. Cool. Let's do a quick water here. Use the current item selected on it similar to planting or interact with it with the ore selected. Okay. Cool. Okay, so they said to... Yeah. Cool, and then how do you determine when it's ready? Let's just kind of wait and see if it changes its little indicator. Okay, that's all watered. It doesn't appear as though the iron or the ore uses any kind of material along with it, but it didn't really indicate if it did or not, so I don't know. I'm kind of guessing. So I'll grab this stuff while we're at it. Oh, let's also see if the big crystals down south have regenerated. Was this the water? Let's follow this shoreline and see. It does not, no, so they didn't regenerate. So that's, at least at this time, it looks like the resources are finite. Cool. Okay, it's getting late. Let's head back and sell and call it for that night. Oh, okay, so it's cool. So there we go. Press and then E again on it when it appears to be done. and power that back up. Gonna sell these again. Cool. So sprinklers are what we're going to be aiming to make now. Cool. So these carrots were done quite quickly, I think. Cool, cool. Can sell those. As well as... Was it just the carrots? Yeah. Okay, so crafting, we've got 5 steel bars and 3 copper ingots to craft a sprinkler. And then I assume the sprinkler has to then be fed with pipes and pump. So a lot of copper is needed, is the long and short of that. So let's actually focus our attention on copper first. Let's spend a bunch more money on more crops. The carrots, how expensive are they? Because they were multi-yield. We'll find out how profitable they are. The potatoes were quite profitable. It's probably because they took quite a while to actually grow. So let's go grab a bunch more copper because we're going to need it. Copper is going to be the weird mushroom looking things. Oh, traveled into this other area again. That's fine. Just want the copper anyway. Getting a couple furnaces going wouldn't be such a bad idea either. Whoa, that was quite a bit further than I intended. Just do a little exploration here. Definitely easy to get lost. So we'll follow this path back. Okay, let's head back. Pretty sure it's up here. Perfect. furnace is done. Copper. Power up another copper. Oh, this isn't watered. What kind of farmer am I? I'll keep my crop watered. It's getting dark. Try and get one more copper ingot out of the furnace before I call it. Should have noted what time of day I put that in to see how long it takes in-game time before it turns into a bar. There we go. Power up another one. Hit the hay. Cool, 15 carrots were 1875, so that's not bad at all. Okay, so that is my first 2 weeks. I'm going to call it there for this video and then pick back up on a second video on how to make considerably more space bucks in a considerably shorter period of time, specifically mentioning tips and advice on how all of the little things work in this. So thanks for checking this out. This has been Mitch the Preacher preaching the gospel of gaming, and remember, if you're not having fun, what's the point? Take care.